as a civil servant were directed. I think we should also dwell on more of what are we going to do than on postponement. Because they postpone, we go postpone.
Yes.
If I present the February population and housing census.
Exactly.
What is it all about? Can you respect individuals, towns to do? I think that's an important thing where we want the media and radio, TV to help us, because a lot of us are abroad. The February population and housing census. Before it's given and go on, get the process. For information, we started the process around 2014 by demarcating one local government area in Ondo and about Ondo Isoko West, where all the staff of Population Commission went there. I was involved, and I was an enumerator in that capacity. After that, we moved to the geopolitical zone and picked one local government area and demarcated. In that place, we decided to do it in Imo State, Idato South, and we completed one local government each. And we moved to East State and start taking one local government again to demarcate. In the process of that demarcating, we're testing our instrument and equipment, and we're doing digital census. What I mean by that is that we're using satellite image to map. And if you know a satellite very well, like you know Google Map, where you are moving, you see all the buildings, the roads, and it will be directing you. You see the roof of a building. So all the buildings in Nigeria have been numbered. And we are using paper, like what I mean, tablet, just a bigger, this is a phone, but it's bigger than this. You know what's a tablet? But the acronym we gave it in Population Commission, PDA, Personal Data Assistant. In that PDA, we have your EMAP or EMAPs for the whole country and for Anambra. All the 21 government areas in Anambra have been demarcated, all the buildings numbered. It's a very useful database that we are free to give to Nigerians in the Anambra. Because when you get all the buildings, that's what is happening overseas. You have all this data embedded in a system, and they monitor it, like street naming. You see all the rows and all these numbers of buildings you are naming, not guessing, not flying in the air. This is verifiable and actual. So what I'm trying to say in effect that because of the digital nature of the census is something that everybody should embrace, because it will give us a very fantastic database which Nigerians don't have. Like I gave you an instance of locality. All the locality, what I mean by locality in local parlance is towns and villages. If you get to a place like Osume, you can say Omo Osume. Or if you go to Nnewi, say Okuno, Otolo Nnewi. Okuno is a locality or a village in Otolo, which is a bigger quarter, and then Nnewi as a town. This is what we have done, that all the buildings in that Okuno Otolo have been numbered and given what we call geodatabase. Okay. So that when you now go to a building Okuno Otolo, maybe a downstairs, you asked, this family, what we call building numbering and household listing. How many households are living in this particular building? A household can be a one-man household. What I mean by that is that an independent person that has an income, taking care of himself, is a household, a bachelor.
Or a spinster
is also a household, provided living for outside his parents. Then you have some people that are married, just married, with no child. It's a household. With children, household. Depends on number of children. A reverend father is a household. Okay. Pastor is a household. So these are classes of household. Then after the building numbering and household listing, we now start going to residential buildings to start asking now, you are Mr. Okoli Okafo, yes, head of household. How many persons are living in this your household?
ọ dị mma ọ dị ka ga-ejide tụgogide ya maka anyị gbaghị nkịtị ị ga-ekwulu ya bụ okwu wee gaba maka na anyị ka ya na-achịata azụ ebe ahụ isi na ụfọdụ aghọtabere ihe bụ this census a na-ekwu maka ya ka anyị malụ ka ị ga-esi wee create that awareness and how we are going to educate our people. Ka anyị bebi na Augustine ọ bụ na ige ntị mgbọ n'aka ọ sị na ọ ga-adị mma ka ebido na grassroots and again we TC chairman of Dunukofia local government area and I'm the major thing ihe CC sekpo ntie eji agụlụ ọnụ abụ ka anyị malụ number of people anyị nwere n'obodo anyị bụ Nigeria ọ ya bụ ana eme ekwu okwu maka development amalụ ka ga-esi wee wesasị amalụ mmadụ one nọ na a particular local government mmadụ one nọ na a particular ward and just like you said a na-agụ ma ụnọ na-agụ everything ọnụ ọ dị mma dịka isi wee bụrụ a TC chairman and the extension a abịa anya now bụ an added advantage iji wee nye aka ka afọ na alụlụ ọlụ alụọ ya ọfụma kedu otu ị ga-esi wee nye aka from that grassroots ifu na ya bụ census na-ekwu maka ya ọgụgụ ọnụ a ga-agụ na agụ ya agụwa ya ọfụma
ịmago na even na-akpụ ya bụ prof maka amam ya malụ na ọkammụta n'ihe gbasara egwu ọnụ I was their local guide na NOG Ogefabia for enumeration and demarcation so ife niile ọ na-akọwa ya adịm carried away ka anyị gebezie nye ntị because na o ji enough for ndobe anyị ghọta na otu anụ nwe ndobe anyị nọ a wee kpọta nwa onye ebe a tata ife na ya ndobe anyị bụ kafa megini ka anyị ga-ekene ntị ka anyị wee nwee ike ịma ife dị mma anyị eme mara ife ọjọọ anyị ezelu ka anyị wee nwee ike ime ọfụma na ya bụ agụmọnụ. The census was actually rescheduled. That is in my own understanding and not actually cancelled or postponed, whatever. It is rescheduled for a later time, which we give room for the new government that is coming in to actually settle well and see this is what we are doing. Most times ana abanyena onwego ndị criticize babu enwego a lot of criticism one way or the other against kedi if in a mele census in akwado ịpụ na census so mara mmeche na all part of government na dokwa responsive nwere ike ọ na-echego iru na azụ si ọ dụkwa mma ma ọ bụrụ na nerves adịcha calm new government are inaugurated mana ọ bụgolo ife the Nigerian government Nigeria kwadobe ime and when we say that government and governance is continuing it will take off from mgbe new government but it will continue so na ịbịa na local government anyị akpọgo several meetings within these stakeholders with Ainafa, the director nọ na local government ọ nọ lokịta na anụ ma ọ ya sị na anyị mere otu anwa maka ọnya ka o ji na-adụ mma inye onye ụlọ ịchịkwata ya bụ obodo because na anyị nọ na grassroots bukwuolu the root of the grass so na having participated as a local guide I knew what it takes. I know some things that ndoba need kwa so Dunukofia already na akwadie dukwu already na otu anu nwe nyezi ogekwe ka anyị do more ready ka anyị kwadokwa ọfụma so ndoba anyị na-achị ekwe continue create group training fan is already ongoing online anosim na most of the group for Dunukofia about ndị akpọtago ọlụ the ad hoc and the anom there their director as in nke local government their controller no there most ajụjụ ana-ajụkwa ebe a na-aza ndị isi ana-aza then classes enye onye bụ facilitator ọchịrị ndị class nke nọkwalụ anom na all of them.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Kulasi, as a journalist, there are certain things Ndi Negainti are expecting us to see, more like I would the representative. Yeah. Nigeria is going to election, and most Nigerians are satisfied with the outcome of the election, irrespective of your commission gesi we kwado obi ndị Nigeria kape we nwe that nabata census aneme, even though not for their benefits. Right, that is one. And secondly, most people they go na census na magomago di na census na southern part of Nigeria and northern part of Nigeria no bukaro ofu. People are still contesting the fact that how can Kano be ranked second to Lagos in Nigeria when it has to do with population? You can't, in what demography, you understand, people don't run towards the desert, happens there riverine area. So people, how can you as a stakeholder in the Nigerian Population Census Board to tell us how to calm the nerves of Nigerians and then reassure Nigerians that this time around, Mandika election last time.
Thank you very much. I think Ojuku in a book said, because I'm involved, let me say one or two things. Because I'm involved in population and housing census, not now, but I've done 1991 census as a young graduate, and then 2006 as controller of Oka South, because civil service about growth, and then I'm now the state director of Anambra, about to do 2023 census, God willing. The differences are very clear, or 7 up. When we are small, the difference is clear.
It's clear.
In 1991 census, we used a sketch map. I graduated in 1987, did my service at 8, got to work in population 89, and started demarcation using sketch. For example, I still say map worker, Nigeria Yanese Express, sketch, native building. That's analog. And we did it fine, and we were able to conduct the 1991 census. But in that one again, we published figures in Oka, for instance, have population of Oka. There's no division. Then in 2006, we improved. I can say it's improved sketch map in saying that we use handheld compass. As a town planner by profession, and the environmental department also in the built environment, you know that if you call a surveyor now to survey a plot, a length and width of a plot, after using theodolite to survey that plot, there must be error of closure. No matter how perfect you are, you must have error of closure. It may be small, but have to resolve it survey-wise. But Population Commission will use handheld compass to traverse the whole Nigeria. We have some untraversable and some traversable areas. That will tell you the margin of error in that map. And during that time, we have a lot of flying EAs. But in this time around, we are now using satellite imagery. Satellite imagery is where we are now in terms of digital network. I give you an example with Google Map. Yeah. It's not lying. If there are 4 buildings in ABS, you see the 4 buildings. You can't add 5 because the satellite has already taken the picture. So they cannot say, let me put 2 more buildings arbitrarily. So this is exact building Nigeria. So I thank God the transition chairman was either a youth leader.
Yes.
When we demarcated the norm.
Yeah.
And we can't enter a town without the PG and the traditional ruler. And for information, it's only the Southeast that has this structure in Nigeria. Very perfect structure. The Igwe, His Royal Highnesses, and especially PGs. Then these PGs, now you have women PG again. You have youth. Very tripartite, important set of people. Community. And we, as a youth leader, we involved him. He gave us local guide. The essence of local guide is that if I happen to come to Norb, if you don't tell me this is Mr. Okafor's house, how will I know it? So as a leader, as a local guide, he guided the demarcators. The demarcator will ask him, who is the owner of this building? I say, Okoli Okaf. Because in that one, we use the jury. What do you mean by the jury? That we don't normally see people because it's an estimate. We are using it to estimate. We now ask him, how many people are living in this house? He will estimate and tell us, no, no, 3 households. We record and put the mark in a building. That was what we did for the whole of North. And finished North. Moved to Ukuru. The same thing, Ubo, Ifite, Dunu, Omonachi, India, Omodioka. All the towns in Dunukofia. What I want to tell you, I want for you to know, why I'm going this background, is for you to know why forgery is no more in vogue this time around. Okay. Because it's rare. It's involved. It's telling me, I didn't even know. It reminded me that it's involved. So when somebody is involved, transparent. Now, what we are now doing, that those buildings now they showed us, is what we are now coming to do, what they call de facto census. De facto means we are 3, 4 now. I will not say we are 5. They will not tell me how many households is or how many are not election. Because when you mix the two, it will be a problem. This is civil exercise and it's for planning purpose. And the most important thing is that now we put localities in our questionnaire. For example, from Nog, what is that village in Nog? Ifitora. Ifitora. If he moves to Kano and say, I'm from Ifitora, Nog, Dunukofia, Anambra State, it's in our questionnaire.
All right, before you continue, we enjoy eating your corn on your dick to round off. Yeah, I'm going to hear about census because I remember that nobody needs to travel. Everybody know that you'll be counted. But then again, we're going to be a bully no be obolo that niano, for example, only one of the northern states. Abiaketa Aguayo Neba. Now because Zagas in that particular state where more numbers than state Nyawasi. So Obunabia no way case we choice case Ayerika. Democracy dividends. Naga ka buje kalia ba obi kalia obodie. So actually key correct here that thing now. Who makia can the mother water na onwero obro maka abaro lugi mi je baba moto maybe travel ki we bunata democracy dividends in your own state.
Man, never is any worofu aka na aro mada aka no ngoza na aro kwa. As I saying about our people living outside, we also think of Entra. What I mean by Entra, for instance, I'm from Otunine, with our local government here. I live in Okana. I'm now in Oka, and I'm supposed to be counted under Oka. For the past 1 year or so, I've not been to live in Oto. Maybe stay 2 or 3 days. I'm permanently here in Oka. As I go on, I will now migrate and be counted. Where my children, the water I drink, the Oko, they use NEPA, electricity, school, everything, health center. I'm doing it here. And I told anything I'm not. It happened in Onitsha in 2006 census. The population of Onitsha in 2006 census is 135,000. The population of Onitsha North, 146,000. Now, what happened? Apart from Mosop saying that we are not going to count, but apart from that, many people migrated from Onitsha and moved to their rural towns, living in Onitsha, follow. After counting, they start coming up to Onitsha again. That is why anything health people are doing immunization in Onitsha. UNICEF have called me many times and say, how can they get 400% immunized children? Because the report they get from immunization is that Onitsha, North and South, immunize 400% children. So on our crack, the thing is giving a problem to the United Nations. I told them the base is wrong because the re-immunization is not up to 60%. If the base of Onitsha, maybe they have up to 500,000 or up to that, you see that the number of children they immunize is not up to 100, it's not even up to 70%. But because the base is wrong, they now get 400% immunized. They suppose they know Onitsha are gone, moved out of Onitsha. After counting, enjoy. Ebony because now watching. I'm going to Anambra that these things are now. For instance, in the 1991 census and 2006, they have Waka as a population. But now, for instance, Obunago can get released, the population, Obunago, Amuipo, Oka. Then if you now sum up all the villages in Amuiko, you get population of Amuiko. If some more the quarters in Awaka like Amuiko, Agolo, Amenya and Co, you now get population of Waka. So there's no need. And that will help the planners that if you want to do something in Obunago, you go and get population of Obunago and do that. If you want to do anything in Amuiko, you get the population of Amuiko and do that. That is what will help us to plan. So what I'm saying in effect that it's better. You have been taken care of. Thank
you. Augustine, if the Kanyabo Milisi Nezo Chawana, but I'm an Ichokwa, I know Nugi, Macaniso, Panihen, and Medicisi, so level part of the official tour guide and where Abia, local guide rather than Badia, and if you go Kanyabo,
we need them also in census.
All right, Mana, I'm not a bros, he has the local guide now. But then again, I'm that awareness, creating awareness and letting people know about census, body and all that. Most of these people, they relate day by day. Market women and all that. So, plans as now TC chairman, not as a local guy. Tour guide now if na this particular message was your man
Odumana Odimmadano ne enye nkọwa do otu a alụ anyị na-atụzili ndụ be anyị maka na Dunukọfịa is all homogeneous local government ọ nwanne m dị ya ịghọtago anyị ndo ka family and ndụ visit bụ anyị na-afụ ka anyị si eme o nwere mgbe anyị na-eme ihe na Nog, for instance, ada akpọna the village heads. The village heads, PG, Igwe, youth leader, woman leader, and Odia. When nke politics, kede party chairman nka, kede nka, even in ana tubu enalo. Otu aka isi agakwa, abia na Dunukọfịa, akpọkwandu PG, kpọkwandu Igwe. So okotonzo ka imego. Anyị akwadochego ma ebe anyị ya develop dịka headquarter fa ma valute secretariat ma ife gbasalụ etu dịka o si malụ town union anyị kwado mgbe Fabia the other time Cheloba ịghọtago. So otu aka PGs of the communities led by myself, they are already preparing, making their proper arrangement to actually work with these people. Ogefaya abia ka ife ga mma ndoba anyị na like ife melu na oge nke ọzọ also bụrụ a major factor setting us back na-emekwu anyị affect dịka ndị Igbo. Oge nke ọzọ okwu maka mmasị ọbụ si agụnafa anyị na-ayọ ndoba onwe ndụ na-asị si na vesoro si biko si gụọ maka ihe niile ya awụ ibe anyị ejikwa n'elu ọrụ ma ihe ọbụla anyị eme ma ihe ọbụla anyị eke ma ihe nweta ọbụla na etu anyị esi wee plan. Like you said, it helps the planners, it helps policy makers, it helps in general.
Thank you so much. Augustine Oyemobi Nonyelu, Transition Committee Chairman Dunukọfịa LGA, and Dr. Okuchukwu Ulasi, who State Director, National Population Commission, Anambra State, Housing, Population and Housing Census. Thank you. I think I remember that. And well, on this note, I think Anambra, good morning Anambra for today. Biagonisi Jedebe, and Ajuluchukwu Okabwe, and Chidima
Odimma dalon rinne ni sonyela dalon onembia tata ndi ba igela into una nogie na nya bo 2023 census not just postpone ke postpone rescheduling actually ke melia no bro na ya remezieme ka onye obuna we dị nkwadobe ka dị ugbu a anyị nwekwala ndị anyị gbala ajụjụ ọnụ gbasara nya bo census nke a ga-eme na arọ nwa ka anyị nọkene ihe ha nwere ikwu anyị ga-ejiti nke a wee sị no ka ọ dịzịa echi. Kemesian.